Hello. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to our presentation today. Today, we will provide detailed information about events that we believe will help the St. Catharines Rotary Club raise significant funds that the club will be able to use to help give back to the community. My name is Megan Godden, and I am joined today by my teammates Idisham Hack, Keith Spence, and Janina Montagna. We hope you enjoy our presentation today. For today's presentation, we will first talk a little bit about us as a team. We will then dive into the background of the Rotary Club, the pestle and highlights, the Rotary Club's internal strengths and weaknesses. We will then move on to our event recommendations, which includes a car wash barbecue event, an event featuring local entertainment, and a virtual gaming event. Following this, we will dive into who will be implementing and planning these events. We will then conclude our presentation with our presentation summary. We are who we are. We are a driven group of students who are in their last semester of the Business Administration Marketing program here at Niagara College. We each bring our own unique skills and experience to the table to make this team successful. Janina brings her vast amount of experience and creative thinking. Idisham brings his different view of cultural experiences and humor. Keith brings a strong drive and commitment to keeping the group work for this project fair and equal. And I bring my positive attitude and my constructive team building skills. Together, we have created a strategy that we believe will help increase your customer reach and increase your fundraising capabilities. The background of the Rotary Club. The Rotary Club was created in 1905 with the goal in mind of allowing people of diverse backgrounds to create new friendships and share their thoughts and ideas. However, over time, it grew and became more directed towards humanitarian services, and has spent many years addressing and assisting with issues in communities all over the world. Their mission is to provide services to others, promote integrity, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through business, professional, and community leaders. The Rotary Club of St. Catharines Lakeshore was established in 1986. The Rotary Club of St. Catharines is made up of executives and directors. These people include Bruce Timms as the president, Courtney Osborne as president-elect, Joy Flagg as secretary, Janet Allen as treasurer, Eric Jones as a past president in public relations, Bob Burrell as community service and world community service, Arlene Mader as Rotary Foundation and membership, Al Scales as youth services, and Gary Shard as sergeant at arms. The Rotary Club St. Catharines has done a multitude of previous events. This includes on January 9th, 2021, they held a virtual trivia night, which was held through Zoom. Approximately 160 people attended, and a total of $1,900 was raised. On October 24th, 2020, the Participate for Polio event, cycling event took place. Multiple Rotary clubs attended and participated. The event from both sides of the border. The event successfully raised $500,000. With the Foods for Kids initiative, the club was able to deliver food to 100 families in need, which included 290 Food for Kids at Need children. Over the years, the club has donated over $66,500 to put towards purchasing leveled reading books for local elementary schools in St. Catharines. These funds were raised through the annual golf tournament and the Cheers to Literacy Lottery. They've implemented a Zoom auction garage sale that raised $390 on March 10th, 2021. They donated $2,500 for the purchase of 10 Samsung tablets to be donated to 10 different long-term care homes. These tablets will allow the seniors to keep in contact with family and friends, especially during the pandemic. Next, my group member Idisham will be talking about the PESL C highlights.
Factor, political differences of the countries and culture the club interacts with, getting support from the governments, and I'll be talking about the economical factor, growth of local economy and decrease in the unemployment rate, donation growth from all around the world due to the virtual events, potential currency exchange rate changing causing loss. It could be up to 29% currently. Currencies, social factor, helping more individuals and households, attracting members to become volunteers because they enjoy helping others, helping in many ways all over the world. Technological factor, increasing social media engagement, monitoring effectiveness, reaching out to everyone through their website and social media platforms, helping others have access to and learn how to use technology to strengthen education and local areas. Now I'll be talking about legal factors. Regular checks from any copyright issues when creating an organization to help people share and uh, post posting content. Local and government, federal or provincial, rules which have been excessively changing with the past year and probably years to come must be considered and followed. Environmental factor, promoting peace and local options. Promoting peace and green options, helping more people fight diseases and illnesses, providing more environmental hygiene information. Competitors. So industry growth, they have an established, sustained club's history, which helps prove their longevity. Sharing and sharing the donations with competitor organizations due to the loyalty laying within the multiple sectors of or the club. And now I'll be talking about strength and weaknesses. To start off with strength, the Rotary Club of St. Catherine Lakeshore branch has strength that includes their engagement content, promoting themselves well on the social media accounts, groups, and pages. And their parent company, Rotary International, has a lot of followers. The club has a very well made and easy to navigate website. The site has all the information a person would need about their organization. This includes what they do and their upcoming events. Rotary Club also uses social media to keep people updated about the events they held. They also update about the causes they sponsor around the world, and their weaknesses. A weakness the club has is that they do not have a strong following on Facebook. Their page only has 434 likes. On YouTube, there are two videos that have been posted. One was posted 4 months ago, which has 6 views, and one was posted about 6 months ago, which has 9 views. The club has only 32 followers on Twitter, and this is a big weakness. They do not have Instagram page. I feel like they should have Instagram page because it's one of the most used platform around the world. And now I'll hand it over to Janina.
Thanks, Asham. Option 1 is a way to reach your objectives that we have an event for you that's not virtual. However, it is something that ties together two essential businesses that have been allowed to be open throughout the pandemic to this point with proper health and safety regulations, and all open throughout that pandemic, with, of course, the restrictions being followed. This is a safe fundraising activity to be done in person, hiring or renting a food truck to hold a barbecue event with a car wash in your parking lot. Car washes and food businesses, as long as they offer takeout or curbside pickup, have not been forced to close at all through these tough times. Who will do the work, you ask? High school students locally are having difficulty obtaining their community hours to be able to graduate in the future. Instead of putting them behind, why not offer them something to help them out by contacting the schools directly to have them notify students of the opportunity and for you to sign off on some of their hours. If they help you by cooking, depending on their age and experience, or delivering food to cars at the very minimum for that, and washing cars. help some of these students regain some of their active lifestyle through this type of volunteer work. Next, Keith will talk about the financial areas of this option.
Thank you, Janina. Since we always have great ideas in our head, we need to figure out on how much that is going to cost, and whether or not we're going to make a profit. For the car wash and barbecue option, we will need to get some supplies, which will cost around $600. We will be able to make that money back by charging $15 per car and $20 per truck. And if we wash 200 vehicles, we would stand to make a profit of $2,900. For the barbecue portion, the food truck rental would be $1,200 a day. For the food truck sales, we would stand to make a profit of $1,325. The Rotary Club would also have a booth set up selling candy apples and would be ran by volunteers. It would cost about $150 for supplies, and we would stand to make a profit of $850 selling candy apples. If we hit all of our targets for this event, we would stand to make a total profit of $7,375. I'm going to pass it back to Janina to walk you through option number 2.
Keith. Now for our second option. To help improve the adapting process to virtual, we suggest a hybrid event, an entertainment festival with music, either local bands or impersonators, and comedians and more to help those that are in Niagara get out of this pandemic funk that we all find ourselves in lately. This will be during the warmer weather in a few months and will be held at Rotary Park to save on venue costs. We think having a local winery sponsor it would be best to help promote the event, and either they can donate their time and products for no charge to the organizers, just to guests, or donate a percentage of the proceeds that they would make, and you would arrange with them before the event to you. Bringing a virtual aspect to this, there could be a takeout option for the food and virtual tickets and streaming of the event for those who still choose to stay home or have to for whatever reason. Following all protocols would be a given for this event to be possible at all. Any permits that are needed should be applied for soon, since planning does take longer now with city departments than it used to. Keith will now be outlining the financial aspects of this second option for you.
Thank you, Janine. With the big idea of local entertainment, it may cost a lot of money. But here's an outline on how to turn that money loss into money profits. For admission into this local entertainment event, we would charge $3 for a child and $5 for an adult. And we would bring in a profit of $4,300 just on admission alone. For the entertainment, we would lose $2,000. To offset the loss of the entertainers, we would put on a dinner. The dinner supplies would cost around $1,500, and we would charge $20 per plate, including dessert. And we would bring in a profit of $6,500. In between the entertainers, we would have volunteers go around with buckets for donations to a local charity. If 800 people donated $1 minus $25 for the bucket, we would make $775 in profit. If we hit all of our targets, we stand to make a profit of $9,575 for this local entertainment event. I'm going to pass it back to Janina to go on a deep dive into option number 3.
Thanks again, Keith. For our last option, I want to go over what a virtual video game tournament would look like and who can help with it. Who knows most about technology currently without learning how to use it? They just know how to use it, like it's a second nature to them. Teenagers and young adults, you've got it. Why not reach out to the older high school students and new college students to help you with planning and executing a video game tournament? Plans do need to be made, and they will help you figure out which are the better choices to go with. A bunch of Generation Y and Z gamers playing a night of video games through teams or alone sounds like something they will jump on. Have a small amount of the profit and the prizes, of the profit be prizes, and you are good to go. This is a game of skill, not chance. Virtual experience to the fullest. Keith again will do an overview of the financial information for this final option that we are proposing to you.
Thank you again, Janina. This third and final option will be the most fun to plan and profitable. There is going to be no setup cost because all of this is going to be virtual. If we charge $30 for a 4-person team and $20 for a 2-person team, and if we have 350 teams, we will stand to make a profit of $8,500. Since we're going to be hosting over 300 teams virtual, it would cost about $500 to upgrade our internet speed. For the virtual video game tournament, we would stand to make a profit of $8,000. I'm going to give the reins to Inisham for the slide on who will take on the following tasks.
Now I'll be talking about who will take on the following tasks. Firstly, I'll be talking about car wash and barbecue. Bob Barrel will be doing this task. He's in charge of the community service. He can gather the community for the event. Then Jenna Ellen, she's in charge of treasury. She can take care of all the money problems. And lastly, we need volunteers to help us out with the car and wash event. And then moving on to the local entertainment events, we need Bruce Dem. He's the president of the company. He can obviously get famous people to come to the events. And then again, Janet Allen, as the Treasury Department head, she can take care of the money problem. And then Marlene Matter, she's in charge of the membership part. She can gather all the members for the events. And lastly, I'll be talking virtual video game tournament, which sounds pretty exciting. So the person who will be in charge of this is Al Scallis. He's in charge of the youth. He can gather youth. And then Eric Jones, he's in charge of public relations. He can obviously he can take care of like any issues that come or that arise. And lastly, again, we need volunteers we need volunteers help with this event. And I'm passing it to Janina.
And due to the pandemic lasting so long, it has required adaptation from many businesses, clubs, and organizations alike. Industries that do push forward and make the necessary changes are the ones that will come out ahead of the rest at the end. Please let us know when we can help you with the next step of your journey with taking more digital pathways for your fundraising events. We know that this will help get the word out about your club, your great new events, and word of mouth definitely goes far, especially when it's electronic. And that will be something that will improve and increase over the time doing these things and enlisting the help of the younger generations as well to hold these events. We look forward to meeting with you soon. And thank you for watching our presentation.